Stop everything. Focus on these words right now. Listen to me very carefully. This is not random. You did not wander here by accident. I drew you. I arranged this moment. I set an alarm in your spirit, and I brought you to this exact sentence, because a window is opening today. Today, not tomorrow, not next week, not someday, to spare you from a trap that has been baited and waiting. Beloved child, heaven is issuing a time-sensitive warning about your mouth. You have thought the battlefield was out there, circumstances, people, problems, but hear me. The battlefield the enemy prefers is your mouth in a moment of heat. Anger is not just an emotion. It is a pressure valve moment where hell rushes to hand you a microphone and say, "Speak now before wisdom arrives." The enemy's preferred weapon against you is not his roar. It is your own unguarded words. That is why I brought you here now. Your window for a different outcome is open. My precious child, I am placing a guard on your lips, if you will agree with me. Holy silence is not fear. It is authority choosing when to speak. If you learn this today, you break the cycle. Anger to words to regret to fallout. When you refuse the microphone, the enemy loses legal ground he has used to accuse you, divide you, and delay you. Angels have already been dispatched to help you hold the line in the next heated moment. The shift has already begun. Right now, as an act of agreement, type, "I choose silence." This is not a comment, this is a covenant. You are stepping into a new pattern today. I will teach your mouth to wait. I will train your spirit to pause. If you will let me, I will turn your quiet into a fortress, and peace will begin to fill the places where chaos has lived. Listen to me very carefully, beloved child. That is not just anger. That is a trap dressed up as a right to speak. That is not righteous courage. That is a snare disguised as honesty. That is not strength. That is bait packaged as justice. The enemy wraps the hook in language that flatters your pain. Say it now. Prove you are strong. Defend yourself. Take control. But I am uncovering the disguise. He is not after your volume. He is after your timing. He does not need you to be evil. He only needs you to be early. Have you noticed the regret comes faster than the relief? Have you noticed the apology costs more than the silence would have? Have you noticed how the win in the moment turns into loss in the hours that follow? Hear me. Anger is often the bait. Your unrestrained words are the hook that closes the trap. This is his pattern, and I am exposing it so you can refuse it. First, provoke, a comment, a tone, an old wound brushed by a careless hand. Second, rush, speak now before you cool down. Third, explode, words that feel like power leaving your mouth but are actually power leaving your life. Fourth, regret, the instant drop in your spirit when the echo settles. Fifth, shame, accusation whispers, "See, you haven't changed." Sixth, isolation, you retreat, relationships strain, purpose pauses, then repeat. The cycle keeps turning until you choose a new script. My precious child, the warfare is not abstract. The accuser cannot build what you do not say. He is small, but he is loud about speed. He pushes you to outrun wisdom, to outtalk peace, to overexpose your heart, in moments when gates should be closed. I am not silencing your dignity. I am saving your destiny. Holy silence is not surrender to injustice. It is refusal to perform on hell's stage. Listen, your voice is powerful, but your pause is protection. Your calling requires both. Type this now as agreement. My mouth will wait. Say it out loud. My mouth will wait. As you align with me, you break the disguise. The trap loses its shine. The hook loses its hold. And peace, not performance, leads you forward. Listen to me very carefully, beloved child. Your body has been speaking before your mouth ever opens. Tight chest, jaw clenching, heat rising in your face. hands shaking, thoughts racing as if chased down a dark hallway, that long, restless stare at the ceiling after an argument when sleep refuses to land. You called it just stress, but I tell you the truth. That is not you losing your mind. That is your spirit recognizing warfare at the door. That pounding in your chest is not random anxiety. It is an alarm that the gates of your mouth are being targeted. That heat in your cheeks is not humiliation. It is turbulence at the threshold where words launch. Those shaking hands are not weakness. They are the tremors of a battlefield. Your spirit has already entered. Those racing thoughts are not proof that you are broken. They are the enemy trying to outrun wisdom by a few seconds. That insomnia after conflict, hear me, that is not insomnia. That is your spirit being awakened to a divine frequency, refusing to let you drift while your words still hang in the air. My precious child, you are not too emotional. You are under pressure, and pressure reveals where the enemy has been pressing. I designed your body with an early warning system. Call it the signal. When the signal fires, tight chest, locked jaw, heat, tremor, swirl, silence must start now, not after a paragraph, not after the last word that needs to be said. Now, close your lips, lower your volume, breathe, step back from the doorway, the desk, the steering wheel, the send button. The signal is not your enemy, it is your ally. It arrives before your mind can explain what is happening to protect what I am building in you. Treat the signal as sacred. When it appears, you do not owe the room a response. You owe your destiny a pause. This is how peace gets the microphone and chaos loses its stage. Type, I recognize the signal. Say it out loud. I recognize the signal. As you agree, your body and your spirit will begin to work together, and your silence will become a shield. Listen to me very carefully, beloved child. I am going to uncover the sequence the enemy runs against you, so you can recognize it in real time and refuse it. His power is not in your anger. His power is in his ability to rush your mouth before wisdom arrives. This is the script. He repeats it. He counts on you not seeing it, but you will see it now. 1. Offense. He sends disrespect, misunderstanding, unfairness, or delay, a tone that cuts, a text that twists your intent, a closed door when you were promised an open one. It brushes your pride, touches an old bruise, and awakens urgency. He whispers, you cannot let this pass. He wants you hot, not wise. He wants you provoked, not led. 2. Acceleration. He pushes the gas pedal on your mouth. Say it now, text it now, post it now, correct them now. He makes delay feel like defeat. He makes waiting feel like weakness. He makes silence feel like being silenced. He is lying. This is the gate. 3. Amplification. He serves you the perfect cutting words, the flawless comeback, the sharpest sentence that feels like winning. You feel taller for a breath, while, in truth, you are being used as a loudspeaker for division. The enemy needs only one sentence. He can never return to you. 4. Condemnation. The echo falls and shame rushes in. You ruined it again. You're not spiritual. You'll never change. He becomes the accuser of the very mouth he hurried. The wound deepens. Hope shrinks. 5. Isolation, broken trust, cold distance, silent treatments, and slammed doors. A new cycle of resentment plants itself where connection once stood. Days, sometimes weeks, are lost to repair what one moment damaged. Hear me. Holy silence collapses the script at 2. If you shut the gate there, 3 cannot deploy, 4 has nothing to accuse, 5 cannot form. Type, I interrupt at 2. Say it out loud. I interrupt at 2. Your pause starves his plan. Your quiet turns the tide. Your destiny stays protected, and peace begins to reign where chaos once cashed in on your speed. Listen to me very carefully, beloved child. Holy silence is not weakness. It is authority under control. It is not you giving up. It is you taking your seat. I am teaching you to rule your atmosphere, not react to it. When you choose quiet in the heat, you are not shrinking. You are stepping into command. You are not ignoring reality. You are governing it. This is the posture of a person who knows they carry authority. Silent does not mean silenced. Silent means enthroned. The lie was this: if you don't speak now, you'll be overlooked. If you don't vent, you'll explode. If you don't clap back, they'll win. Hear me, that is not courage. That is manipulation. True strength refuses deadlines hell did not set. True maturity lets wisdom arrive before words depart. Your stillness in the storm is not passivity, it is strategy. It is a king's pause before a precise decree. It is a warrior's breath before a winning strike. It is a gatekeeper's key turning in the lock while chaos pounds on the outside, desperate for a stage. Venting feels like release but often becomes a door. You let words spill to feel lighter for a moment, and you invite more guests than you ever intended. Confusion, suspicion, misinterpretation, regret. The room fills with echoes you cannot gather back. Beloved, I will give you a better release. Breathe. Pray under your breath. Step out of the room. Put the phone face down. Let silence absorb the heat until peace regains the mic. Type, I will not be rushed. Say it out loud, I will not be rushed. Your agreement breaks the acceleration spirit that has been riding your shoulders. You will not be the same person after today. Your restraint is being activated right now. I place a guard on your lips and a calm in your chest. Your eyes will soften, your timing will change, and your words, when they come, will carry weight they never carried before. People will notice they cannot bait you, cannot yank you into their tempo. This is identity, not a tactic. Silence in anger is not silence in fear. It is the stance of royalty, the evidence that you know who you are and whose you are. Stand in it, hold it, rule. Listen to me very carefully, beloved child. When heat rises and anger demands a microphone, you will use a gate I am giving you now. For the next 90 seconds, your only assignment is, do not speak. Not one defense, not one explanation, not one last thing. Set a timer if you must. Guard your lips like a vault. If you can guard your mouth for 90 seconds, you can stop a spiral that would have cost you days. Here is your de-escalation script. Breathe low and slow. Inhale through your nose like you are filling your belly. Exhale longer than you inhaled. Relax your jaw. Let it unclench. Drop your shoulders. Let them fall away from your ears. Unclench your hands. Open your palms. Drop your tongue from the roof of your mouth. Feel the back of your throat widen. Look down and soften your gaze. Let your breath be a metronome that resets your rhythm. In, 2, 3, out, 2, 3, 4. If a response is demanded during the 90 seconds, you may use one boundary sentence and no more. I'm not ready to talk yet. I will respond when I'm calm. That is not avoidance. That is stewardship. It buys you holy time. It shuts the stage lights off. Now change the atmosphere. Move rooms. Step outside. Drink water. Slow, steady sips. Wash your face with cool water. Feel the temperature tell your nervous system the storm is passing. Walk to a window. Touch a door frame. Break the momentum with a physical shift. Heaven partners with practical steps. Hear me. The enemy feeds on immediacy. Delay starves his trap. He cannot weaponize the words you refuse to release. He loses leverage when your breath outruns his hurry. Type this now as your agreement and anchor. Comment, 90 seconds of wisdom. Say it out loud. I honor the gate. I hold the gate. And as you do, peace reclaims the mic. and your destiny remains protected. Listen to me very carefully, beloved child. The enemy doesn't need you to scream. He only needs you to say the one sentence you can never take back. There are phrases he loves because they do not communicate. They wound. They bypass understanding and brand identity. They cannot be unheard. Today we remove them, not tomorrow. Today. This is speech discipline. This is spiritual warfare. First, abolish absolutes. You always. You never. That is not accuracy. That is erasure. It scrapes away history, cancels nuance, and ignites defensiveness. It turns a solvable moment into a courtroom where the other person must fight for their entire story instead of addressing this moment. When you say always/never, you train the other heart to armor up, not open up. Replace with facts and time frames. Earlier today, when the call was missed, I felt anxious. I need a clear plan for follow-up. Speak behavior, not destiny. Speak now, not forever. Type, no absolutes. Say it. I speak facts, not flames. Second, end character assassination. You're lazy. You're stupid. You're just like, that is not correction. That is an identity curse. Those words weld a flaw to a person's name and invite shame to build a home. The enemy thrives when you prophesy failure over someone made in my image. Replace with impact statements and honor. When the task stayed unfinished after we agreed, I felt overwhelmed. I need us to set a time and stick to it. I know you are capable. Describe the wound. Do not rename the person. Type, no identity curses. Say it. My words will build, not brand. Third, silence exit threats. I'm done. I'm leaving. I don't need you. That is not boundary. That is destabilization. It spooks trust, seeds insecurity, and fractures foundations, especially when little ears are near. It writes vows your heart does not actually mean and makes home feel unsafe. Replace with covenant and pause. I'm upset and I need 20 minutes to calm down. I will return at 7. I am committed. I need space to speak wisely. Ask for a pause, not a breakup. Type, no exit threats. Say it. I choose pause over threat. Beloved child, uproot these 3, because silence alone is not enough. You must be rescripted. As you lay these weapons down, I will place a new spiritual script in your mouth, words that heal, calibrate, and keep doors open for peace to enter. Hold the gate, remove the poison, and get ready. I am about to teach you what to say next, so the trap can never rebuild. Listen to me very carefully, beloved child. The enemy loves the text you send while your hands are shaking. He loves the voice note when your breath is jagged. He loves the subtweet that isn't about anyone but everyone knows. He loves the group chat vent when you want witnesses more than wisdom. In this age, screens are stages and send buttons are traps. Many battles are lost on a screen. Silence includes what you refuse to send. Here is the truth. The enemy wants a receipt, something permanent, screenshotable, shareable. He wants your heat archived so it can travel further than your apology ever could. He wants a file he can forward, a fragment he can rip from context, a record that outlives the moment. Hear me. He has no exhibit if you do not transmit. No screenshots, no thread, no trail. Set this hard rule and engrave it in your bones. Never respond while adrenaline is high. If your pulse is in your ears, if your eyes burn, if your thumbs feel faster than your mind, your send button is forbidden. Drafts are allowed, sending is not. If contact must be acknowledged, use only the boundary sentence you learned. I'm not ready to talk yet. I will respond when I'm calm. Then stop. Practical activation now. Airplane mode, immediately. Put the phone in another room, physically out of reach. Engage the 90-second gate. Breathe, soften, step away. After the 90 seconds, open the draft if you must, pour the heat into it, and then delete the draft. Do you hear me? Delete it. Set a 1-hour minimum before any communication leaves your device. 1 hour for wisdom to arrive, for facts to rise, for mercy to steady your tone. In that hour, drink water, take a walk, pray under your breath. Let peace edit your vocabulary. Understand the battlefield. Stories, reels, DMs, memes, and jokes that sting are just digital daggers. Group chat venting recruits spectators you will later wish were never invited. Voice notes capture tremor and export it. Do not give the enemy an amplifier he did not pay for. Type, "I will not give him a receipt." Say it out loud. My screen is not my stage. My silence governs my send. As you agree, I place a guard on your thumbs and a calm over your notifications. Angels are standing at your send button. Tonight, when the urge surges, you will remember this covenant. You will keep your peace, keep your destiny, and keep your words from becoming weapons against you. Listen to me very carefully, beloved child. This is bigger than a single text, a single argument, a single difficult day. This is about what your children learned to brace for when shoes hit the hallway, what your siblings memorized as normal, what your own nervous system was taught at the table growing up. You think you are just holding your tongue for tonight, but I am showing you a longer line. Faces you know and faces you have not met yet. Watching how you handle heat to decide what safety looks like in their future homes. Name it with me, because exposure breaks agreement, shouting, silent treatment, sarcasm used as a blade, unforgiveness that calcifies into distance, rage as intimidation, slamming doors as punctuation, emotional shutdown that freezes the room. These are not personality quirks. These are patterns. They traveled through years because no one knew where the break was. But here, my voice, beloved child, you are the interruption. You are the one I chose to end it. Do you know why the enemy has fought you hardest here? Because if he can keep anger ruling your mouth, he can keep your house unstable, your focus fractured, and your destiny distracted. An unstable atmosphere taxes your mind, drains your creativity, and delays assignments. But when holy silence governs your heat, stability returns, and purpose can land. Your restraint today is not just self-control. It is a generational deliverance strategy. I am inviting you into a new inheritance, peace that lowers voices before they rise, emotional regulation that keeps love accessible in conflict, gentle authority that steadies children and calms spouses, safe communication that tells every heart in the room, you are secure here even when we disagree. This is the new normal forming in your house. Doors that close softly, apologies that come quickly, boundaries spoken without poison, truth delivered without shrapnel. Agree with me in public covenant. Comment, "It ends with me." Say it out loud. It ends with me. As you declare it, I stamp your doorposts with peace. Angels begin reordering the atmosphere of your lineage. Little ears will hear new scripts. Old triggers will lose their authority. What used to break you will now become your testimony, and the echo of your restraint will travel farther than any shout ever did. Music. Listen to me very carefully. Speak this out loud. Do not whisper. Let your own ears hear your own voice agreeing with heaven. This is a sealing moment. Your silence will not just be a tactic. By this declaration, it becomes a covenant. Today, not tomorrow. Right now, not later. Repeat after me with full heart and full breath. I renounce rushed speech. I break agreement with anger's urgency. I cancel the enemy's legal ground gained by my unguarded words. I repent for every sentence that wounded, and I receive mercy that washes and resets. I choose holy silence as obedience, not fear. I surrender my timing to heaven's timing. Wisdom sit upon my tongue. Peace rule in my chest. Spirit of the living God, govern my mouth. I am chosen, I am calm, I am led, I am not manipulated, I am steady under pressure, I am hidden in wisdom's timing, I am a gatekeeper over my words. My mouth will wait until peace arrives. My breath will lead my tone, my posture will carry authority without performance. Peace in my home, peace in my mind, peace in my words, peace at the table, peace in the hallway, peace on every screen in my house. I bless my household with soft answers and strong boundaries. I bless my lineage with new patterns. I declare stability where instability tried to live. Doors close softly here. Apologies come quickly here. Truth is spoken without poison here. I shut down the enemy's script at the second step. I honor the 90-second gate. I refuse to send messages while shaking. I refuse to post while heated. My screen is not my stage. My silence governs my send. I place a guard on my lips and angels at my notifications. Every accusation that relied on my words now loses its case. Hell has no receipts. I align my mouth with heaven's timing. I speak life, not labels, facts, not flames, covenant, not threat. My silence has become agreement. My agreement has become protection. Did you feel that? That is not your imagination. Something shifted. Let peace settle now over this room, over this phone, over this family, over this future. It is done. Amen. Listen to me very carefully, beloved child. The breakthrough is real, but fresh covenants attract quick tests. The enemy will try to rush back into the room within hours to provoke proof that nothing changed. Expect the ping on your phone, the misread tone, the traffic that cuts you off, the old memory that stings, the email that needs an instant reply. He is not creative. He is consistent. Do not perform for his test. Not tomorrow. Today. This window is open right now, and the next few hours are holy. Here is your guard for this window. First, avoid difficult conversations. You are in recovery, not debate. If pressed, use your boundary sentence. I'm not ready to talk yet. I will respond when I'm calm. Second, delay decisions. No ultimatums, no contracts, no big purchases, no, we need to settle this now. Third, hydrate and eat. Water and a simple meal. Steady your body and quiet urgency. Fourth, rest your eyes. Step into sunlight or take a short walk. Breathe low and slow and let your nervous system reset. Fifth, stay off social media if you are even slightly triggered. Airplane mode is wisdom, not weakness. Put the phone in another room. Let angels stand at your notifications. If you spoke wrongly earlier, repair without groveling. Go first. Keep it clean and short. I was wrong for how I spoke. I am sorry. I am committed to speaking wisely. Period. No but. No relitigating. No self-condemnation monologue. Do not re-enter the argument to justify yourself. That is the trap reopening. Receive mercy. Reset the 90-second gate. Walk away with calm shoulders and a steady breath. These next hours are the seal. Guard your quiet like treasure. If a trigger appears, you already know the script. Pause, breathe, boundary, step away. And hear me. Share this within the next hour. Someone you love is about to press send while shaking. Your obedience will interrupt their spiral and save days of repair. Today, not tomorrow. Hold the line, beloved child. Peace is standing watch at your door. Angels have been dispatched. You will pass the test. Listen to me very carefully, beloved child. Silence has reset the atmosphere. Now wisdom will rebuild it. Your return to speech must not reopen the trap. Here is your new script. First, wait for calm. Not a fake calm, a real one. Breath steady, shoulders soft, jaw released, pulse quiet. Then ask permission to speak. Is now a good time to talk about earlier? If they are not ready, you are not late. You are wise. Offer a window. I can do 7 p.m. tonight or tomorrow morning. Second, state the goal before any content. I want to understand, not win. We are on the same team. That single sentence disarms the courtroom and opens a table. When you speak, use the template I am giving you. When X happened, I felt Y and I need Z. Facts, feelings, request. No absolutes, no identity labels, no threats. For example, when the message wasn't answered this afternoon, I felt anxious and I need a clear check-in time so I know what to expect. Short, specific. Repairing, not inflaming. Then invite their side. What did you hear me say? What do you need from me? Listen until the other heart finishes landing. If heat rises again, introduce boundaries with gentleness. Say it exactly. I will not discuss this while we're shouting. I'm available when we're calm. Name a return. Give me 20 minutes and I will come back ready to hear you. That is not walking away. That is walking wisely. Wisdom is not avoidance. It is timing. Silence first, clarity second, reconciliation third. Hold this order and you will keep the door open while keeping the trap shut. Close every hard talk with agreement and next steps. Here's what I'm taking responsibility for. Here's what I will do by when. Is this plan good for both of us? Thank you for talking with me. Gratitude cools embers and signals safety. Over days, trust will notice. Over weeks, peace will make a home. People will notice your countenance shift. Your voice will carry new authority because it is governed. You will speak fewer words, but they will weigh more. Doors will close softly. Apologies will come quickly. Solutions will replace sarcasm. This is how cycles end. Silence resets. Wise speech rebuilds. And peace rules where anger once wrote the script. If this is your covenant, type Amen now as your public agreement. Like this and subscribe so the rhythm of peace keeps meeting you in time. And if you feel led, support with a seed. Partner with heaven to plant this script into homes that are shaking right now. These are not mere actions. They are participation in spreading peace. Today, not tomorrow. Your mouth is governed. Your house is secured. Your lineage is changing.